we're going to have a look at the C position of the G dominant scale. Okay, and this one's right up the neck, and it's got some really cool little funk to it. It's like a high-end version of the dominant scale, which is great to play around with. Okay, so we'll dive right in. Now, starting with our little finger, and that's right up on the 10th fret of the A string. Okay, so that's our root note. First finger goes back onto the 7th fret of the D, 9th, 10th. We repeat that on the G, 7, 9, 10. Then we go to the 8th fret on the B. All right, so we've moved up there into our 9th. All right, so that's our turnaround point for the first octave. All right, and we'll play that one through just a couple of times ascending to get a feel for it. Thinking about your turnaround, we'll go through again. And again. All right, we'll add in the descending run. Okay, and again. All right, rinse and repeat with that one. What we want to think about here is, say if we're playing around on this high end and we've got this position and the chord. So what if we don't want to move all the way back down our fret to get to a G dominant specifically? Well, from here we can go, okay, there's my 1, 3, and 5. All right, so those are my arpeggio notes there. Now our 7 is here. So our chord shape would be this funky little, all right, then we would probably, just to round it out, drop in your first finger back on that root note. Looks a little bit familiar. Yeah, it's that C shape, okay, C position. All right, so now you've got this nice, high, funky G for G dominant, and that's really cool to play with. So have a little muck around with it. Now, there's a nice little chord as well that goes with this. See, I was focusing on that 9th earlier. If you actually drop that first finger flat there, you get a really cool little chord. So that's a G dominant 7th, add 9. Really cool. Ultra funky. Okay, so it's each of these positions that you do with each of the modes can pull out something a little bit different. So rather than just going, okay, I can play a scale, move up 1 fret, and there's my mode, when you really sink your teeth into them, you get a lot more out of them. All right, now let's just have a look at our arpeggio notes for this one. All right, knowing that's our 9th. What I've done there, 1, 3, 5, 7, flattened my little finger there. All right, so that's a nice little arpeggio. Okay, it's a little bit stretchy, wrist is turned around. Again, if you lift your guitar up, it'll be a bit easier. Now, what I want to have a look at is something a little bit different. We've run up our arpeggio. What happens if we start on the higher octave up here? Okay, so we've got our... Now, this note here, being our nice high G, we're going to start from there. Now, we would normally run down our scale. All right, so in this case, we're going to go back on our arpeggio. All right. So, right, starting high and moving back. Just gives it a little bit of a different feel. All right, so you can actually run a descending scale, and then the turnaround note would actually be the 7th, which is here, dropping back into the next octave. Now, remember, flat 7, okay? That's the catch. All right, think about it. Dominant, flat 7. Okay, so if we run back, so the descending run on the dominant scale is pretty awesome, okay, because you're actually catching that flat 7, all right? Putting in the arpeggio. There you go. Something a little bit different with that one. Have fun with it, and I'll see you next time.